Hello everyone, welcome back to SkillDeck channel. My name is Richa. I'm back again with the next video. Today we are answering a burning question. Who exactly is considered as an employee under EPF Act? We feel it's all about our payroll employee. No, we are going to dive deep into this and we are going to understand who is an employee under PF Act with various judgments and case studies. But before we dive in, make sure you hit the like button, share this video with your HR friends and subscribe to the SkillDeck channel if you have not done so. Let's now talk about the employee. Employee under PF Act means someone who is employed for wages in any kind of work. It could be manual work or otherwise in connection with the work of an establishment, and who gets wages directly or indirectly through the employer. That means our full-time employees, contract laborers, even paid through contractors, indirectly being paid by you, casual people, daily wage people, piece rate workers, these all are covered under EPF Act. Apprentices under Apprenticeship Act, they are not a part of the PF and ESIC employee definition. Please understand, here the designation or title does not matter. What matter is the nature of work and who is ultimately controlling the work. What is the relationship of you as an employer with the person who is doing the work? Are you controlling? Are you supervising that particular designation? If the answer is yes, then that person will be considered as an employee. Freelancers hired on a fixed fee or few hours where you have no supervision and no direct control. So when we are talking about supervision and direct control, here supervision and direct control means as you give to your payroll employees. Same control do you have? Usually it's not. That's why freelancers are not covered under the PF employee definition. But what about the person who is getting the regular wages and you are controlling? You have ultimately power, you are directing, you are supervising, you have given the fixed hours as you have given to the other employees of you. Then that person will be considered as an employee under the PF Act. I hope till now we have understood who is an employee. Employee is not a blue collar or a white collar, what we have learned. That's not a definition in our labor laws. In our labor laws, it's mainly like what is the control? Who is doing the supervision? Who is controlling the employee? As per that, the definition is decided. Now let's take an example. Your company is purchasing certain services or hiring an individual through some consultant. The consultant gives you an invoice. The consultant only handles the PF and the taxes. This is called as principal to principal relationship. It's not an employer to employee relationship. But here you need to note one thing. If you directly control or supervise the consultant employees or consultant staff like your own employees, PF authorities may still treat them as your employees. If consultant fails to make the payment, then you are obliged to make the payment under PF Act. Now we will learn few case studies to understand the definition deeper. Because so far we have understood if employer and employee relationship exist, I am controlling, I am supervising, I have given the same hours like I have given to the other employee, that person is an employee. Whether there are any judgments, landmark judgments, yes, we are going to see those judgments now. So the first one I want to talk here is Dharandhara Chemicals Limited versus State of Saurashtra 1957. Here the judgment was if the master cannot only direct what work is to be done, but also how it shall be done, then it is a contract of service. So here it's a very important point, contract of service. There is a difference between a contract of service and contract for service. So if you are hiring the person to do your work and the same hours you are giving, then that is a contract of service. But you are outsourcing certain work, but you are not ultimately controlling, you are not checking at what hour what is getting done. That is contract for service. So if it is a contract of service, then and you are controlling, directing, then that's an employee under the PF Act. Now let's talk about the second case, Hooghly Dock Company Limited versus State of West Bengal 1984. Contract workers engaged through intermediaries were held to be employees because the principal employer had ultimate control over the work. So it is the case that's related to the contract workforce. The principal employer was held responsible because that person was taking care, was controlling the work, was supervising the work. Now let's talk about the third case, the case of Indian Petrochemicals Corporation Limited. Here the court said that PF liability extends to contract labor performing the core establishment even if they are paid via contractors. Let's talk about the next case, Mangalore Ganesh BD Worker versus Union of India 1974 case. Here the court said like, okay, home-based piece rate workers were recognized as an employee because employer dictated instructions and the payment was totally under the control of the employer. So that's why those were considered as employees. So by these all case studies, we might have understood so far, it's not about blue collar, white collar, only my payroll employee on the muster roll. It's all about contract of service, your payroll employee, you are directing, you are supervising, you have ultimate control over the job operations, you are guiding how to get the job done. Then that is the employee under EPF Act. So what you have learned, control and supervision, that matters. Contract labor will be covered, even contract workmen will be covered if under your direct supervision. Home-based, piece rate people will be covered if you are dictating the work. Freelancers, consultants via registered entities are safe unless you are not controlling their work directly. So that was the video. It's the ultimate guide to make you understand that who qualify as an employee under the EPF Act, backed by the landmark judgments that every HR professional should know. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, share it with your HR peers, and subscribe to SkillDeck for more simplified HR practical knowledge. I'm Richa Sareen and I'll see you now in the next video. Bye-bye. Take care.